Hi everybody, it's me, Charles Norman from Sports Solutions LLC. We are the creators of AthleticSOS. AthleticSOS is a software technology platform that allows you to come in and put your academic information, your GPA, SAT, ACT scores, the sports you play, the level you think you can play at the collegiate level, and then the location, the area of the country you're interested in, and then we'll give you a list of schools that match that criteria that you qualify to attend academically. And so then you can start making some decisions. And this one, I want to have a little bit of fun with this one. So I promise I'm going to land the plane, but I want you guys to go along with me on this journey, because I want you to comment down below if you can, if you're watching this on, say, YouTube or something like that. That's usually where I upload first. I think I told you guys a little while ago, we've got a family in our neighborhood that their kids play at the high school level. They're sophomores right now, but they play varsity basketball, boys basketball for the school. And so I went to watch them play a couple of times in the winter time last year, and they were playing tournament style. And then I went just this past Friday to watch them in league play. And so everything's kind of winding down. And so it's very interesting to me. In fact, I'm going to label this one talent and efficiency versus hustle and grit, because there's two players on this team. And I'm going to make a couple of observations that I took watching them play. And so one of the players on there is just a super talented kid. This kid could just flat out play. I mean, it's just really, really good. And so when I watched him back in the wintertime, he played in the game. I had watched one game at the tournament, and then he played. I think he had like 18 or 19 points. He had like 9 rebounds or 9 assists, about 7 or 8 rebounds. And he played. And when you're watching the game, I like to sit up top at the very top, and I listen to what's going on down below. And so I was hearing some of the parents talk about, he's not getting his full potential out. He's sort of ambivalent about the game, and he could do more, right? So that's what I was hearing. And then there's a second kid on the team, and I'll call this kid the hustle and grit kid. This kid just in your face, defends like a crazy person, boxes out, rebounds, just a hard-nosed player. And so the thing is, he's like sort of the heart and soul of the team, right? So this is the dichotomy for the team and the conversations that are in the stands. And so I'm going to fast forward to, I just went to watch them play in a league game, and they're going against their rivals, right? In our area, there's about 5 or 6 schools that are probably within 10, 15 miles of each other, and a couple within 5 to 6 miles of each other, right? So these teams are rivals for the most part. So I want to go see one of the rival games. And so I go to see the rival game, and the talented kid has about, I think he had 26, 27 points, something like that. And he just had a phenomenal game. But what was interesting to me in this game was he was playing out of position. Definitely if he went to play at college, he'd be a 2-guard. But he's playing forward for the high school team. And this is one of the things I keep trying to tell you guys. You're going to be playing out of position because if you're a talented kid, the coach has to use you where they have to use you. But when you go to play travel club, if he's going to play in the summer and the spring, and they're both juniors, which is a really fantastic thing. But so they'll be back next year. But you're not going to get to play the position you should be playing. So you want to make sure if you're going to play travel club, and this is anything else you're doing, that you start going to get trained and you play in a team that's going to allow you to play the position you're going to play at the collegiate level. Don't let them stick you somewhere else because you're just happy to be on that team. So try to put together a travel club program that fit what you want to do. And if you have to, get a couple of kids together that all play their position. And this is for basketball, but I guess it could be for any other sport. And then let everybody shine at what they do. And you guys go put your own team together. And if you use our software, which by the way, I didn't mention, you can use absolutely no cost. You guys can invite those coaches to where you're going to be. Just make sure you're playing competitively in travel and club against other college level players. Don't just play to play. You have to go and play against other college level players, because how can a college coach evaluate you fairly if you're not playing against other kids that can also play at that higher level? So anyway, getting back to this. So the conversation's kind of switched now. We're getting near the end of the season. Playoffs will be starting in a week or two. So now the conversation is, this talented kid is obviously, because they're going to win league. And so the coach that wins league will probably get the name the league MVP. So in sense, this kid's probably going to get league MVP. And if the other coach or another team got it, I would be very surprised if they didn't give this other kid league MVP, even though they're a junior. Now, we had this conversation before. Sometimes a coach will give a senior that that MVP because this kid will be back next year and then they can win it next year. That part I never understand, but I get it, but I don't get it. But here was the conversation from the parents from the high school team that they're on. Because the hustle and grit kid seems like the heart and soul of the team, they figure, yeah, let the talented kid get the league MVP, but this other kid should be the team MVP. And so I thought that was an interesting take. I don't know where we've gotten society where we try to break things off and make sure everyone gets a share, a piece of the pie. I don't have anything against it. I just thought it was very interesting. And I'd like to hear down below what you guys think about that, because I will not say that that other kid doesn't deserve to be the team MVP. Maybe he is the most valuable player, but that talented kid is the most important player. If they don't have him, I don't care how much you hustle and how much grit you have and all that. You guys aren't going to win very many games, but I can kind of see it both ways, I guess is the best way to put that. I almost wish there was the most important player on there and an MVP, but you know, again, we get into that world where we're always trying to even things out and sort of make things palatable so everyone can feel good about the experience. And again, like I said, I don't care about that as much. Here's the reason I'm doing this video though. So do comment down below about what you think about that as far as the MVP and things like that. Both of these kids also play other sports. And so I just heard that the talent kid runs track, and whatever he does, there's a discipline, and he's like really highly ranked in our state. And I'm in California, so that's a big deal. We got a huge state here. So he's highly ranked and could easily get a scholarship on that level. But I really think the kid could play D1 basketball. And the other kid plays baseball and is considered so good that he's getting a chance to possibly go pro out of high school, like go and play for, get signed to play professionally. And so the reason I want to do this video is to extol the importance of letting your kid play multiple sports, because both of those kids, if it was against them and someone else that only played basketball, getting an athletic scholarship at the collegiate level, and then they also play this other sport at a high level, they're going to come out on top. That college coach would say, hey, come on and play with us, and then you can do two things at our campus, and that's even better for us, you know. So we could get one get the kid a scholarship, and then get them use them twice, I guess is the best way to put it. But it's going to give you an advantage. And so I want to take that and lean all the way back for you guys that have younger kids. Maybe you have nieces or nephews, or you got grandkids or whatever going on. When you guys go to sign up for AthleticSOS, and please use the software. That's why I created it. I want you guys to see all of your options and opportunities. Invite those coaches to come out. And even if you take something where someone was recruiting you that was coming after you, even if you take that school, at least you know you have some alternatives, right? And you can start making some of your own decisions based on not the limited number of offers you're getting, but you have some other schools that are in your back pocket that you wanted to reach out to, and let them know that you're interested in them, and so it gives you a few more options. But what I wanted to bring up was, when you start using the software, when you go in, you're going to pick your sport, so you only pick one sport, and you can add some additional ones later, but you're going to pick your main sport, but you'll see there's like 30 different sports. So when your kids are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let them play some of these other sports. Find a sport that they're good at, really good at, and maybe there's a sport that they just love to do, right? And so let them play both of those, and at some point, maybe, 13, maybe 12 years old, they're going to have to pick one to kind of focus on a little bit, but don't let that other one go away. So a sport that they're really, really talented at. And I think every single kid, even if they're not athletic or whatever else is going on, there's something they're really good at. There's a sport that they can actually excel in. Let's find that sport, and then find the other sport that, everyone else plays or that they're really good at. And so you have that big combination, so they can enjoy playing way past high school, way past college. Later on in their life, they're going to stay active for the rest of their life. And I just think it gives you an advantage, and it's something that I don't see a lot of people do. They go in, they choose a sport that the parents are interested in, or the parents familiar with, or is already good at, and they sort of push the kid that direction. But there's a ton of sports out there for your kid to get involved with, to see if they can fall in love with one, like I said, and they're really talented in another one, and you can mix and match those to get where you want to get to. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today. And then leave down below, because I think this is interesting. How can a kid be MVP of the league but not MVP of their team? Or does that make sense to a lot of you guys? I'm not sure how that would go, what you guys are thinking about that. Anyway, as always, best of luck to you guys in all your endeavors. The software down below, I'm going to give you the code. I'm going to tell you how to use the code. It's called AthleticSOS, and there's a little link to a video that shows you what it is and how it kind of works, so you can kind of get a feel for it. But please use the software. That's why we created it. And as always, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.